Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is another episode of your Oilers World Junior Watch, as today Team Canada took on Team Slovakia, and oh my lord, was this game ever tight between these two teams. It was a one-goal game for most of the game for Team Canada up until the end, where kind of offense really started to set off. But this was a much needed game for Team Canada, where we did definitely struggle in this game at some moments in time, but definitely pushed us to play a lot harder than what we did against Team Germany. Team Germany, no offense to Team Germany, but it was a cakewalk. It was a 16-2 victory, and we absolutely stampeded over them. It was a demolition derby. But before we keep getting into detail about Team Canada versus Team Slovakia, I'd like to just say, if you are new to the channel, make sure to slap that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. That'll be very much appreciated. And if you could go check out my Twitch as well, I'll be doing live streams almost every single day after the Team Canada or Team Sweden game. So let's get into talking about Team Canada. Dylan Holloway sadly did not play, so it kind of takes the Oilers World Junior Watch out of the play, and now it's just kind of like a World Junior Watch, as we're basically just going to analyze how well Team Canada played. Dylan Holloway suffered an upper body injury in the Team Germany game. It's really sad that we don't get to see Dylan Holloway. He definitely wasn't too great in the first game, but he was playing with an injury throughout the game against Team Germany, so I can understand why. I'm not putting anything against Dylan Holloway. Still think he's a great prospect, and it doesn't really matter how good you play in the World Juniors. Sometimes, like we've seen Pettersson, who played 6 games and only had about a point or two. We've seen those types of players develop into great all-stars, so I am not too worried about Dylan Holloway about his first game. I'm hoping we get to see him later on, but most likely you might not. But let's get into talking about the game between Team Canada and Slovakia. So to start off the game, 4 minutes in, we've seen a goal there from Jordan Spence, a guy that's moved all over the place. He was a big story for TSN, apparently. Guy that went from Australia all the way to Japan to Canada, where he has just really been an underdog player and is playing great for Team Canada. And then in the second period, there was absolutely no goals. It was a Slovakia-dominated period. Really, it was. Like, Slovakia was one of the best teams out there, without a doubt. They were pushing the tempo. They were really pushing that play out there and playing fantastic. And I was really impressed with how good the play was from Team Slovakia. They were really pushing. Their goalie was fantastic, and Halvac, he was just playing great. Third period was still a Slovakia dominated period. Slovakia really did do great in that third period. They dominated shots with 10-7. They really brought that play up to a max, especially after the goal there by Philip Tomasino. It was an unlucky one. I think it was a shorthanded one too, I'm pretty sure. But it was an unfortunate goal for Slovakia, because they were really starting to turn that momentum in. And then Tomasino, great pass from Cousins to him, setting up a great play. And then Kromanik made a great play there for Slovakia, got a great goal, and then Jack Quinn got the empty netter in a relatively close game between Slovakia and Team Canada. I was reading a little bit about it. I think this game's going to be good. A lot of people were saying that adversity that they face here tonight, the adversity that they face here tonight will help them go forward in this tournament, right? You have a great game against Team Germany in a 16-2 victory. You get brought back down to earth against Slovakia in a very tight game, a very close game throughout the entire game. We had, I think his name is Levi. I think that's the way he goes by it. But Devon Levi was absolutely fantastic throughout the entire game. He really was making some big key saves when he absolutely needed to make those big time saves. Everyone else, though, really did great. I really want to talk about Jamie Drysdale, on Anaheim Duck draft pick, which this was kind of like my main focus with this kind of video, as I want to talk about the rivals in our division, because there's a lot of rival prospects like Jamie Drysdale, Peyton Krebs for the Vegas Golden Knights, Zerry and Palacio for the Calgary Flames, Quinton Byfield for the LA Kings, Jordan Spence for the LA Kings as well. I'm pretty sure there's a couple other guys, but Otherwise, there's a lot of prospects coming. Peyton Krebs, I want to talk about this kid not that far away from Calgary in Okotoks, where my buddy lives, and he's an absolute amazing prospect. He really was fantastic through the entire game. I really love his heart, his passion. He really does work hard out there for Team Canada. Jamie Drysdale is going to be somebody to be scared about, especially for the Anaheim Ducks. Absolute fantastic play from Jamie Drysdale. The way that he moves the puck, the way that he skates is just beautiful. And him defensively is not that bad either, playing alongside of Bowen Bryam as well. Just great player from Bowen Bryam. Next up, Connor Zerry and Jacob Palacio, two great players. They were playing alongside of Quinton Byfield, I'm pretty sure. And it was one of the more noticeable lines forechecking wise. Jacob Palacio is just a real greaser of a guy, and I mean, that's a great future player for the Calgary Flames. It really is. Byfield also, he definitely hasn't been ripping it up as much as I've been wanting him to, but Byfield is still a noticeable guy out there. And overall, Team Canada needs to improve for their next game. I think against Switzerland tomorrow. We got the team, or I guess today, because this video will be going up the day that Team Sweden is going to be playing against Austria. So we'll be making a video about that later on. And then Canada will be going up against Switzerland. So that is the next game for Team Canada. Should be a fun one. I am excited that World Juniors are back in town. But thank you very much for watching. Tell me, guys, how you guys thought about Team Canada. I give them a pretty good. Well, I don't know why I'm trying to give them a grade, but I think they did really good. They definitely need to improve against Switzerland, and especially when they need to go up against Finland, which will be their last game. That's going to be a big one where it's probably going to decide either we land in first place or second place. So we'll see how everything goes. But for right now, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.